the big hit this year, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Now, the first time I saw this, I was really psyched and I really wanted to watch this movie. Because if you've seen the first one, I really liked it. There were a few flaws, but every movie has a flaw. Like, every movie has a flaw. I can't name... Oh, well... Yeah, well, there's only one movie, in my opinion, that has no flaws, and that's Terminator Judgment Day. But otherwise, every movie has a flaw. So, now, don't ask me how I already watched the second one. But here's my movie review, and you think about if you want to watch it or not. Now, I was wrong about being so psyched about the second one because I found it a little bit disappointing. You wanna know? You wanna know why? Well, let me go right now. Well, a good thing was the music. New Divide. I'm playing New Divide right now on my iPod. Yeah, it's a really old iPod. If you don't like it, then screw you. Okay, so the good thing was the music. New Divide by Linkin Park. Another good thing was the visual effects. They're still awesome. Speaking of which, you know Devastator from Revenge of the Fallen, right? You know that he's made from 7 Decepticons formed together? Well, the character was so complicated that it required a hell of a lot of computer power. And it requires so much computer power that their computers literally melted and overheated. Damn! Nobody wants to mess with Devastator. He can even mess up our stuff in real life, even though he's a fictional character. Whoa. We gotta take a break here. This movie's so gonna win visual effects, but it's not gonna have that much of good ratings. First of all, the funny stuff. They were funny at first, but seriously, near the middle, they started to get really annoying. Michael Bay should seriously stop the sexual humor. I really don't like it. Just stop. Please. Stop. You're making me nauseous. Ugh. And the new robots, the Autobots, remember the twins, the green and the red? Well, they were funny at first, but seriously, I feel embarrassed every time they show up. They just ruin the whole thing. Their sense of humor is just really bad. This thing is just ruining my expectations of Transformers. I want the good feeling back. You ruined my life. What else can I say? Oh, well, Shia LaBeouf, he was alright. He was just like Sam in number 1. Well, Megan Fox, seriously, they stopped putting the CGI effects on her. We all know that Megan Fox is hot, but stop focusing on her. Focus on the movie itself, not the actress. She's so minor. I mean, she looks good, but her acting skills are not much. If the cake is bad, what good is the frosting? If the thing inside is not good, the appearance is not good either. It doesn't matter how good the appearance is, the inside's still bad. So seriously, what's the point? Never mind, just screw it. There were a lot of parts that I couldn't believe that they actually made it. But there are also a few parts that I find intense and were actually really good. Devastator was awesome. The Fallen was such a coward. Spoiler right there, sorry. And the Autobots were pretty epic in this movie. However, all the fight scenes were really related with the first. The only difference is that they're fighting in Egypt instead of the streets. And also more characters. Otherwise, the characters were pretty awesome. They just basically focused on the robots transforming. So, come on, it's just a sequel of Transformers. How much better can it be? It's just a sequel. It's gonna be a little bit worse than the first. Overall, I felt like I've been cheated. This movie was a little disappointment. Overall, I thought that this was a terrible year for blockbusters. I mean, first there was X-Men Origins Wolverine. That wasn't that good. Uh, well, Terminator Salvation wasn't that good either. And Angels and Demons was alright. So this year wasn't that good with blockbusters. Last year was really good. But this year, not so good. The only exceptions were what was Up, Star Trek, and Watchmen. Oh yeah, and Night at the Museum 2, Smithsonian, that was horrible also. So there were a lot of movies that I was really psyched to see, but they were all disappointments. So I thought Transformers Revenge of the Fallen was going to be one of the exceptions where it's really good, but no, I was wrong. And I also heard they're making a third. I don't know if I'm going to watch it or not. I just don't. I really don't know. Overall, the movie was still entertaining, but you just watch things get exploded. It's not the point of watching things get exploded. It's the suspense that's important, and they don't put suspense in it either. So, what's the point? Well, these are just my thoughts. Probably I expected too much from the movie. So overall, this movie is still worth buying, but you're probably just gonna watch it twice or 3 times. So this is my idea. The movie is coming out next week, so I'm still going to watch it with my friends, and yeah, I want to know what they're thinking. So again, don't ask me how I saw it already. So overall, this movie was a little disappointing, but still worth watching. Thank you for listening. This is the Addicted Movie Nerd, and I'll be back, and I'll be waiting.